Sadly, we are hearing more and more about school shootings like the one in Uvalde, Texas. We've talked about Sandy Hook and Newtown, of course.
Yeah, but 4 years ago, there was Parkland, Florida. 17 people dead, 17 people injured at Stoneman Douglas High School. Scott Beigle, who grew up in Dix Hills on Long Island, was a geography teacher and cross-country coach at that school.
Now, he has been called a hero for opening his classroom door to take in kids, to hide. He was shot and killed as he turned to lock the door. And since then, his mother has been a force fighting for legislation to prevent gun violence.
And Beigle Schulman joining us now. Linda, good morning to you. Thank you for being here, and I'm sorry that this is how we have to once again talk.
Good morning.
Here we are.
For having me. Thank you.
So, Linda, let me first get your thoughts overall when you heard about what unfolded at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas.
Honestly, when I heard about this shooting, this horrific shooting, it was like a knife. It was just like a knife going through me. It's torture. It's really torture, and it's not just torture. People say, does it bring you back? It does not bring me back. I'm always there. I mean, I will never forget that night when we were sitting in the command center in Florida, and the law enforcement turned to me and said, you know, your son is definitely a hero, but he didn't make it. And that's with me all the time. And the torture continues because I know what these families are going through. I know the feelings. I know what they have in front of them, and there's nothing that anybody's doing about it.
Yeah.
Today is 1,563 days since the Parkland massacre, and we're still talking about the same thing.
And you must be so frustrated because what really, if anything, has been accomplished over the years to stop this from happening?
Frustration is correct, but anger is it's more anger because it's to the point of ridiculousness. We have 50 senators holding us hostage. The way I see it, they're like arsonists. An arsonist watches a fire and does nothing. And here they are watching mass shooting after mass shooting after mass shooting and doing nothing. Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
When you look at that, obviously the big obstacle here, you're saying, are those 50 senators, right? Now, is it for things like universal background checks? Is that what you're fighting for? Maybe raising the age of which some weapons can be purchased?
Sure. There have to be some federal legislation taking place. We cannot have one state has this law and another state has this one and this one has a modification of this. We need universal background checks. We need a specific age where you can buy a firearm. And let's not even talk about assault weapons because that is so ridiculous. Nobody needs an assault weapon. Nobody. Assault weapons are for war and to absolutely murder and to kill the enemy. That's what assault weapons are for. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
We need magazines to have a certain number. We don't need a magazine that has 100 rounds in it. We need to have safe storage, but we also need a red flag law. If you would ask me what are the two, what's the two legislated, what I would want most, I would want red flag law and background checks. And those should be federally done across the board. And also, ghost guns should be absolutely illegal. Absolutely. You tell me one thing that you own that doesn't have a serial number. Your washing machine, your telephone, your video game, even food. Food has a number on it. Clothes have a number on it. Why should a firearm not have a serial number?
Yeah, we can see your point. Now, the Parkland shooter, he was an expelled student, and he pleaded guilty, but still hasn't had his death penalty trial. I'm wondering, do you favor the death penalty for him?
I have my thoughts on both death penalty and life in prison. As you know, they still can't even pick a jury. Okay, they're finding it impossible to pick a jury. I know that if given the death penalty, and it is a perfect death penalty case, don't get me wrong, okay? It could take 18 years. I want to be alive to see closure. We all of us, all the 17 families need closure. I want the jury to do their job, and I want this to come to an end.
You know, do you have any thoughts on what can be done to spot dangerous teenagers like this, to make sure that they get help before they strike, right? A lot of attention now being placed on social media companies to look for warning signs on social media platforms. What are your thoughts here, Linda?
You know, I do a lot of speaking on see something, say something, and a lot of speaking to students about the difference between tattling and saying something that could be helpful. There's a big difference between tattling and see something, say something. And I think it's the people around us who know us pretty much the best to know when some behavior is a little bit off. And I think people have to understand that. Or people who want to say, oh, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to get involved. Yeah. We are a society of, oh, I don't want to get involved. You see somebody on the street and I would say the majority on the street that something's happening to, the majority will walk by because they don't want to get involved. Because what does involved means? Involved means taking your time and caring and maybe being questioned. And our society is just not like that anymore. We seem to be oblivious to other people and to helping other people. It's just like, let's just move on. How many hit and runs do we see these days?
Yeah.
Oh, this child was just hit, but they kept taking off. Or you see an accident on the side of the road and you don't stop for two reasons. One, you're afraid you're going to get hurt, because who knows? And the other is, oh, I don't want to get involved because they're going to ask me questions. I'm going to have to do paperwork. It's not right.
Linda, we've unfortunately, we're running out of time here, but I do want to mention, I know losing a child the way that you did, I know the pain doesn't go away, but I know you don't want that loss his loss of life, for him to die in vain. So I know that you are putting in, you have a foundation in his name. You send children touched by gun violence to summer camp, and you have an event coming up. Can you tell us about it? It's in Westbury.
Yes, it's the Scott J. Beigle Memorial Fund. We send at-risk children touched by gun violence to sleepaway camp, and we are having an event coming up June 14th. It's on the screen. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be totally interactive. You're not going to come sit there. It's not a HAFTA event. It's going to be a WANA event. It'll be a lot of fun, and everybody should have a lot of fun.
All right. Well, Linda Beigle Schulman, we appreciate you being here to express all of your points here on this very, very important issue. Hopefully something changes.
Thank you.